We are about to discuss a few things today. So, so, can you remind me? What are we supposed to do today?
The cyclic group and dihedral group and symmetric group.
I give you some exercises to do. That was last section. So let's talk about dihedral group. Okay. Okay. So we will be talking about dihedral group. Dihedral. It is denoted by D2N, right? First, let's define what D2N is. D2N is the following group. This group is generated by two elements. Okay, no, let's first write down the whole thing. H square. This is a group. You can check that this is a group. Hmm. G and H, they have, of course, a relation is there, that is H square equals to G to the power N is identity, and GH is what? HG inverse, right? So this is the whole definition of the group. The elements will look like this. We can also say that D2N is generated by H and G such that H square is G to the power N is identity and GH is HG inverse. Okay. Why is this group so important? So first, let's talk about D2 into 3, that is D6. Okay, let's see what is D6. And we will talk about the geometric interpretation. Okay, so let's talk about the geometric interpretation first. So what is that? The geometric interpretation. So here we are taking an n-gon. Okay, n-gon, regular n-gon. Okay, and we are assuming that g is rotation by 2, rotation means with respect to this, rotation by 2 pi by n degree, and h is set a, is there an axis there which bisects the n-gon reflection. Let's talk L, reflection about L. Wait a minute, have I done it right? I think it will be, yes, it is correct actually. So you see, we are representing the element G as rotation by 2 pi by n. Okay, and we are representing h by the reflection, because h square is identity, as you can see. Hmm. You take two consecutive reflections, you get back the original figure. Okay, clear? And you can understand that this will indeed form a group structure, because no matter what you take, okay, can you realize that GH is indeed GH inverse? Is this relation satisfied? What do you think? So this is composition, okay. GH is then composition. So suppose you do H, okay. That is reflection by L, okay. And then you rotate it once you reflect it. So okay, so let's do one thing. Let's take D6 and let's calculate. Okay. So what will be G compose H in this case? So first you do H, okay? That is the reflection, right? So after having applied H, what will you get? You will get this. right? Then you apply G. What do you get? G is what? Rotation by 2 pi by 3 degree, right? So in this case, what will happen? Right? No. Wait a minute. 2, 2, 1, 3. Hmm. And
Sir,
correct?
it anti-clockwise or clockwise?
Okay, let's take clock. I mean, have I rotated it anti-clockwise? I
No,
think
no,
I have
no.
rotated. Okay, so let's take anti-clockwise. That's a good question actually. You can take any. It doesn't matter. But okay. Okay. Now let's compute Hg inverse. Okay, so that is G compose H. Now what will be Hg inverse? So you realize what is G inverse by the way? What is G inverse, Tamanna? It is G to the power n minus 1, right? That is in this case G
Yes, sir.
square. So first we apply G square. Okay. So first let's apply G square. So we will be applying G square. That is, we will rotate it by 2 pi by 6. Okay. So what will we get? So you apply G once, then you apply G again, right? So 3 will be here first, then there. 3 here. And similarly 2 here and 1 here, right? Okay. Now let's apply H inverse. No, sorry, H. Now just wait a minute. Hello. হ্যাঁ লেখা রয়েছে টুডেজ ক্লাস উইল বি টেকেন অন 10:15 PM ওয়েডনেসডে ঠিক আছে ওটা বলি আর ওটা আজকে তো না মানে আজকে তো অ্যানালিসিস না এই কি বলে আজকে তো অ্যালজেব্রা ব্যাপার তো ক্যালকুলাস ক্লাস তো শুক্রবার হবে এটা আবার কি বলছিস শুক্রবার ক্লাস হবে হ্যাঁ মানে কি বলছিস বলছিস হ্যাঁ না সেটি করতেই পারিস কিন্তু আজকে তো করছে না ওরা বুধবার করছে সে কর তার অসুবিধা নেই ও ইন্ডাকশন করো ঠিক আছে তোদের আবার শুক্রবার হবে এই শুক্রবার তো আমি ক্লাস নিতে চেয়েছিলাম লোকে দেখলাম 5 জন তো দেখলি তো ভোটে বললো কেউ নেই তারা কি ক্লাস নেবো জনকে নিয়ে ঠিক আছে hello hmm. So H where it is yeah so then we are applying H right so what will we get back H was reflection right just a moment this red arrow is not correct this red arrow is not correct because this is not a random red arrow if you realize okay so 1 is here the red arrow was has always been between 1 and 3 you see so it is there H is reflection right so the red arrow will be there 2 will be here as always
सर आपने सर जी स्क्वायर नहीं किया आपने सर जे लगाया रोटेशन
I didn't do G square I only did G.
G. Yes, sir.
How? Spondan, am I making a mistake?
না, ঠিকই তো আছে।
This square will be 2 pi by 3, that is 4 pi by
4 pi/3 হবে।
3. Okay, that's fine, but
না না, এমনিতে তো বিষয়টা ঠিকই আছে। তিনটা একের জায়গায় যাবে, এক দুইয়ের জায়গায় যাবে, আর দুই তিনের জায়গায় যাচ্ছে, তাই তো হচ্ছে।
yes, but I mean, what is the mistake here then? I mean, why is it not?
Sir, first case, in first case, G is, I think, 1 is in place of 3 and 3 is in place of 1. In G of S case,
Yeah,
G of H.
here. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, oh. So after the reflection, just a minute. So the reflection was here, right? Oh, oh, it should be the reflection first. Okay, then by H, I should get one here. No, sorry. See, I have always been horrible at computations. So this is something I will continue to make. This sort of mistakes. So G is then 1 will be here, right? 2 will be there and 3 will be there. Correct? Hello. Is it correct now?
Sir, clockwise or anti-clockwise
No, I am
it
rotating
is?
it this way. And here what have I done? 3 here, 2 here, okay. But then having reflected, why is it is not? Just a minute. Just a minute.
আচ্ছা, জিটা কমপ্লিট করার পরে আমাদের এল লাইনটা তো সবসময় 1 আর 3-এর মাঝামাঝি ছিল।
Hmm.
তাহলে এই ক্ষেত্রে লাইনটাও চেঞ্জ হবে না?
সে হোক, সে মানে let that be, but still এই তো
হুম।
completely opposite. Okay, just a moment. I think I'm making some sort of silly mistake somewhere. Just a moment. I think it should be this. Just a minute. Hmm. I think it is this. Just a minute. Spandan, can you check?
হ্যাঁ দেখছি এখন।
We will first apply H, then G inverse. Reflection. G inverse is basically G square. It is correct now. Right? It is correct now. So that's the relation. I actually
Yes.
wrote it. So this is the geometry of dihedral group, and these are, so you see, I will make a comment here. Clearly you can see that this is not commutative, right? This is not commutative, right? Hg is not gh, right?
Yeah.
So I will make a remark here. If n is equal to 2k, that is if n is even, there always exists there always exists a group of order n which is non-abelian. Clear why? We are talking about dn, that is d2k. Okay, clear?
Yes. আচ্ছা নোটটা কিন্তু নিচ্ছি না, নোটটা তো
No,
পাঠিয়ে
no, no,
দেবে।
no, of course I will send.
হ্যাঁ, ঠিক আছে।
Okay, can I give you a very boring job? It is extremely important, but will you try to do it? I mean, let me tell you first that it is extremely boring. So, if you give me enough courage, I can give you something. Will you be able to do it? It is
Hmm.
needed. It is needed before we go to the permutation group. Can you compute d6? That is, can you compute g, g square, g cube These are easy, right? Oh, Z cube is identity, sorry. So this is easy, right? E, G, G square. These are easy. H, Hg, Hg square. Can you compute this? I think we have computed a few here, right? We have computed a few here. GH was, I think, computed. Hg was computed there. Hg was computed earlier. Okay. You know what E, G, and G square is. You know what H is. So you will have to basically calculate this. Can you calculate this? I mean, can you draw the pictures and then tell me? Draw 6 pictures. So, I mean, okay. So, what will be the picture corresponding to E? That is the fixed thing, right? So, let's take this orientation. 1, 2, 3. Can you draw these 3 things? I mean, there is a reason why I'm telling you to do this.
Hg or Hg square.
I mean, you draw G square. I mean, which are rotations. Then I want 6 figures. It will take you probably 5-6 minutes. Can you do that? Because else we can go, because from there we will directly go to S3, the permutation group of 3 elements, and we will show that this is basically D6. That's why we need it.
আচ্ছা, রোটেশনটা তাহলে ক্লকওয়াইজ নেব।
একদম G
ঠিক আছে।
is clockwise.
দাদা রিফ্লেকশনটা কোন অ্যাক্সিসে হচ্ছে আরেকবার দেখাবে?
Okay, everyone please take the uniform. Let's bisect this. Okay, clear? Clear now? G is clockwise 2 pi by 3. Okay, please do this.
হয়ে আছে।
Hello.
হুম, শোনা।
So you guys agree? I mean, both of you. Do two of you agree? I mean, Anubhav, Shomi, all of you have sent it. So is are those pictures same?
Yes, sir, I think so.
Okay, good. Let's take Anubhav's picture because that is right in front of me and let's draw it. Okay. So what was G? Then G square. Okay. So what is it? Okay. I will try to draw it all in the same line because then you will be able to observe something. My handwriting, my drawing is horrible, so you will have to put up with that until Joydipta takes on this course. H H sorry H G square. So as far as I'm seeing that, so you have it here is that 312. Tell me if I'm writing it right or wrong. 231 213 321 132. Correct?
Yes.
So the line will be between 1 and 2, right? Between 1 and 2, between 1 and 2, between 1 and 2, between 1 and 2, between 1 and 2. Okay. Can you observe one thing? Can you observe one thing? See this. See, okay. So if I tell you that, let's have a look at, I mean, you can see one thing, right? I mean, all these rotations and all these things, huh? These are nothing but permutations of 1, 2, and 3, right? You see, if you write it down this way, right? Hello?
Yeah,
Isn't it? This is the just the permutation, right?
yeah, exactly. Basically, the positions are changing.
So let's see if we can, let's see if we can name them. Let's keep it as identity. Can you see what has it done? So it has sent 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and 3 to 1, right? So let's write it down by 1, 2, and 3. Hmm? Because what has it done? It has sent 1 to 2, right? 2 to 3, and 3 to 1. Clear? Now look at this thing. What has it done? It has sent 1 to 2, right? 2 to 3. Wait a minute. This is G square I'm talking about. 1, 2. Oh, oh. No, no, no. এই তোরা বলছিস না আমি ভুলভাল করছি I mean measure the change from the first position, right? Otherwise you will never get it. Measure the change from the first position. Okay, so 1 was here. What is now in place of 1? 1 going to 3, right? And then 2 going to 1, and 3 going to 3 going to what? 3 going to 2, right? Do you get it? So you see, 1 has 3 is in place of 1, 1 is in place of 2, 2 is in place of 3, right? So 1 has gone to 3, 3 has gone to 2, 2 has gone to 1. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. What is the cycle? What will be the cycle of this? So you see 2 is in place of 1, right? So 1 has gone to 2, and you see 2 has gone to 3, right? And you see 3 has gone to 1. Clear? Okay. Tell me what is the cycle structure of this? Quick. What is the cycle structure of this? So 1 has gone to, right? 1 comma 2. That's it. You see 3 is separate, right? 3 is unharmed. Clear? 3 is
Yeah.
fixed. So you see this is 1 comma 2 comma 3. And what is this? There 2 is
1,
fixed,
3,
right?
1, 3.
And what is this? There
2, 3.
2, 3.
exactly. Okay. So we will write it just 1, 2, because I mean we are not talking about 3 if 3 is not involved. Clear? This group is called S3. Identity 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2. Okay. Now you might say that, sir, you gave a separate description for D6, then you are talking about S3. But in S3 you are defining what is Sn, right? We are supposed to be talking about Sn first. Only then we can talk about S3. Because we talked about D2n first, then we talked about D3. Let's define what S3 is.
তাহলে কি D6 আর S3 আইসোমরফিক?
Yes, exactly. That's what we just have shown, right? That's something we have shown just. Okay, so let's define Sn. So Sn is a group of all bijections from to itself. Okay, first tell me, is this a group? So let's call it set. Is this a group? Tell me that. The set of all bijections from the set to itself, is it a group?
Yes.
Why? Because composition of two bijection is a bijection.
Yes.
Inverse of a bijection is a bijection, right? And identity map itself is a bijection, right? So it's a group. So we can safely write. Group. Okay. Now let's talk about S3. So set group of all bijections from 1, 2, 3 to itself. Can you tell me what are the bijections?
ফার্স্টে তো আইডেন্টিটি হবে, তার মানে বেসিক্যালি 1 1 ম্যাপ করবে, 2 2 তে ম্যাপ করবে, 3 3 তে ম্যাপ করবে। দেন 1 কে ফিক্স রেখে 2 আর 3 কে ইন্টারচেঞ্জ করা যাবে, মানে বেসিক্যালি 2 3। দেন 2 কে ফিক্স রেখে 1 আর 3 কে ইন্টারচেঞ্জ করা যাচ্ছে, 1 3। দেন 3 কে ফিক্স রেখে আমরা 1 আর 2 কে ইন্টারচেঞ্জ করতে পারবো, 1 2। তারপরে একটা হবে হচ্ছে 1 2 3 সাইকেলটা, আর আরেকটা হবে হচ্ছে 1 3 2।
Hmm. Clear? Is it clear to everyone? That what they are saying is that precisely this is the group, right? Right?
Yes.
Okay. So now I hope it is clear that S3 is nothing but D6. Okay. And from the description of D6, we can also notice one thing. You can also notice one thing. If you take H, that is 1 2, and if you take G, that is 1 3 2, it is enough to generate the whole group, right? By composing these two elements, we can basically get each and every one of these, right? And we will show you there is a way to generate the whole Sn via only two elements, that is 1 2 and 1 2 to n. But let's look at S3 carefully. So this is S3, just a minute. There is something called En. Do you know what En is? Okay, no. Before we talk about En, I will have to talk about even permutations or not wrong. Okay, so before we go to that, quaternions group D4 is there. Which were the exercises in which you guys were stuck? I mean, which exercises I told you to that don't go through that yet?
ওই সাইক্লিক ডাইহেড্রাল যেগুলোতে ইনভলভ আছে, মানে সাইক্লিক না, সরি, পারমুটেশন গ্রুপ যেগুলোতে ইনভলভ আছে।
So 8, let's do it now. What is next? I mean, so S4, we will talk about S4 in a moment. And there is another, there was, I think there was another. Okay, let's talk about S3 a little bit more. Okay. Can you tell me what is the order of this cycle? What is the order? And what is the order of this cycle? And in general, what should be the order of this cycle? Can you tell me? Don't forget what this cycle does. It tends 1 to 2. Don't forget what is the meaning of this cycle. Okay. Okay. Can you tell me what is the order of this cycle?
2. Next is 3 and the last one is N.
Sorry?
2, 3 and N.
Hmm. Can you tell me what does this mean? So suppose 2, 4, 5. Okay. So we are talking about SN here. Inside it, what does 2, 4, 5 mean? You are sending 2 to 4, 4 to 5, and what? 5 to 2, right? And rest are fixed. Okay, so let me tell you what do I mean by the cycle 2, 4, 5. Okay. So 2, 4, 5 is a permutation from, right? So what do I mean by that? What do I mean by this function? What do I mean by this is 2, 4, 5 applied on 2 is 4, applied on 4 is 5, applied on 5 is 2, and applied on I is I if I not equal to 2, 3, 4. Clear? The function is clear. What is the explicit bijection there?
Hmm. Okay.
Hmm. Clear? So can you tell me what is the order of this group? What is the order of this cycle? See, we will do some hands-on calculation, okay? Unless you do computation, you will never be able to figure out, I mean, the structure of SN, okay? Order of this group, please, anyone? Let me, okay, take some water, okay? Just think, think for a while. And do you understand what do I mean by 1, 3, 2, 5? Is it clear? Is it clear? What do I mean by this cycle? I am asking mainly to, okay, I mean, I am asking it to anyone. So 1, 3, Tamanna, what will this be? Of 1 is what? 3. 3 is 1, right? 1, 3 of 2 is 5.
5,
Hi.
5 is 2.
2.
And I is I whenever I is not in. Whenever I is not involved, the cycle structure, I is fixed. Clear? So tell me what is the order of this, order of this, and order of this. I will give you 2 minutes. Let me take some water. Hello, hello. Actually, a lot of students, I mean, they have got admission to ISI and ISAR, okay? So they are calling me. That's why it took a while. I will tell you, I mean, I will send you, I mean, I keep sending the screenshots, right? So I will send the recent one as well. There are 10 of them who have got into, I mean, some of the IITs and ISARs.
হ্যাঁ এই সময় তো সব রেজাল্ট গুলো বেরোয় ঠিকই আছে আসবে স্যার
So let me read it out. Okay, I will send it to the group. Do you see it? Just look at the. This is, I mean, this is immense success.
জ্যামে তো 100 নেবারহুডে বেশ কয়েকজন আছে ওরা কি?
Hmm. Jam is nothing. Believe me, jam is nothing.
জাস্ট
অ্যানালিসিস
রিসার্চ
টাফ আসছে একটু।
Hmm. Jam is nothing. Believe me. Look at our success rate in the research institutes. Okay, nine of
এক্স্যাক্টলি ওটাই দেখছিলাম
exactly,
ওখানে
exactly.
ভালো
Tamanna,
রেজাল্ট হয়েছে
Tamanna, just look at the
আইএসআই
research institute. I mean, almost all of them have got into any. I mean, some of the research institute or ISI courses. or I mean IPHD courses. Okay, so we will make a we will make a poster. Please circulate it. Okay.
Definitely.
I mean, you will see there are a lot of institute who will claim that they have taught them, because you see, I mean, there are students who usually, because our institute, I mean, we have formalized the institute, I mean, since last 1 year. So it's only normal that Divesh or Shagnik, they were in some other institute as well. But what I'm trying to tell you is that they went there for jam explicitly. That's it. That is it. But that was not enough. That's why they contacted us. I'm really feeling proud today. There is a medical emergency going on in my home. I mean, for quite a while now. For the last 1 year now. This is one of the very few good moments that I had over the years. Okay. So what is the order of this? Three, right?
Yeah.
And this is two.
Two.
Hmm. So definition. Shobhoshaji,
হ্যাঁ
you will also have to get in some institute. Okay.
ওকে
Hmm. I'm I'm singling you out because you are in third year. So yours is the earliest in 2027. You will have to lead by example. Hmm. Okay. So can you tell me what is a K cycle? K cycle. Okay. So in SN, there are cycle of this form, right? These are K cycle. Okay.
মানে বেসিক্যালি এটা এলিমেন্টস আছে।
Hmm. Exactly. So k different elements, okay? The rest of them are fixed. So product of cycles, what is that? So suppose a k cycle is there and a d cycle is there. The product is ik. The product is, of course, it looks like this, right? When we say they are disjoint, when we say two cycles are disjoint, if none of them, I mean, if there is no common element, okay, then we say that it is a disjoint, okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I will give you two homeworks, okay? Maybe just one homework. Question. In Sn, exactly how many d cycles are there? Okay. D of course less than equal to n. Okay, let's call the class here today. I mean, I'm really very happy.